Locke working out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. On fourth down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens will take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Runs through the contact, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Oh, fighting off the defender. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 28. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
That was definitely what we call a defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That did.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Ravens have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap to Locke. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
47 Mike, 47, too little.
They'll start with the option. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. There he goes left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Jackson going to run. Oh, good. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Broncos nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Right at midfield.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos, nothing.
Here's second and a yard. From midfield, here's Locke. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yeah.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Broncos' 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game and take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Play action. Now it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy.
Locke's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field.
Again, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, and a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
He's good.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense. Certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up with points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You don't want enough, baby. You don't want
From the 27, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Jackson on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Raise it up. 51. Check, 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 check.
To try again after the sack. Jackson on the left side. Andrews with it complete.
Jackson's pass.
A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
51 to Mike. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Jackson
Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
4 yards.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Hey, report. Watch the out. Mark 50.
Jackson now to throw on third down. His throw caught right around the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Kill. Whip. Watch the whip. Check it out, Reed. Hey.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the screen. Check 4. Check it. Ozzy. Shut up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And out, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. They've got his man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's second down.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Mike 48.
Throwing again. Lock. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
At the 43-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Carl
And
Joseph.
there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
We want it. Come to my work. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip left, rip left.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
48 for Mike. Yeah, let's get sandwich.
After the turnover, here's Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Ravens 21, Broncos 10. Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6-yard pickup.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 26, check 1.
Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Carried by number 26.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 22-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Again, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
18-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, middle.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Block working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a three ways. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Broncos 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain out on the edge. You love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. That's to his running back, complete.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Off of play action to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Alberto. Alberto Kuyabuna was the target there,
but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, great.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Broncos 17. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You better be afraid of me. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with it, run with it, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Lock. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
From the gun, Lock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Lock. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
Courtland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Locke looks to throw it again. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Broncos 25.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2 yards.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Oh, what a juke into space. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and it slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Charles, we saw a comeback win fall just a little short, but given credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Ravens, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.